The Worst Person in the World. Let's talk about it. Just premiered at Sundance. We saw it before Sundance because we're special. And yeah, I've seen it twice. And I love this movie. I think it's like it just I love the really punchy editing style. I think it like really perfectly encapsulates, me as someone who hasn't been in their mid to late 20s, but I feel like it encapsulates that period of time really well, and just like the thought processes of each of the characters. I think every character is developed in a very natural way that feels accurate to me. There's some beautiful cinematography. There's like a shot like where like everything is frozen around Renat Reinsva. Um, like it's a very fun and like it's a fun movie that's like very just like it's nice to watch, and it does some really cool stuff. Like it's just a great movie. I don't know, it's like it's a great movie. Also, fun fact about Anders Danielson Lee, who's a supporting character in it. He's also a doctor that's been like on the front lines of like COVID this whole time
Okay.
while shooting Worst Person in the World, and he was in Mia Hansen Lowe's Bergman Island. So like he's like amazing. And I saw a tweet, and it's like this film would be getting like this would be a lock for picture, screenplay, actor, supporting actor if it was in English,
Mm,
100%.
yeah.
And it's not because it's in Norwegian, which is
Mm.
disappointing. But what did you think?
Yeah, so I, like you, really, really enjoyed it. I thought there were a couple excellent sequences, namely the one where you said everything's frozen, and also the one where she takes drugs. That's a lot of
Yeah.
fun, very
Oh
fun
yeah.
segment. I really enjoyed how this film was structured. I enjoyed the sort of 12 act, I guess not 12 act, but
Yeah.
12 sort of part
Chapter.
thing they were going for.
Yeah.
I thought all the acting was phenomenal, screenplay great. It did lose me a bit towards the middle. I thought the first sort of part had a lot of energy, was very punchy, and then the final part sort of brought all that emotional weight and all of that kind of stuff. I did think it lost me a bit in the middle I guess we were just exploring these characters' lives.
Yeah.
And
It was
the
slowing
only
down.
reason it didn't completely work for me is because I'm not a 20-year-old. So I feel
That's
like maybe in a few years, in maybe 10 years down the line, I'm going to look back on this film and it's going to be, maybe one of my favorites ever.
yeah.
I do think, as you said, it really does encapsulate that sort of era. It's just one I've not experienced yet. So I
Right.
couldn't
Right.
connect completely with the characters. But it's one of the best made movies I've seen this year. So,
So many phenomenal films this year about that period of life. Tick Tick Boom, Worst Person in the World, Bo Burnham Inside. Like some really, really great movies about not wanting to turn 30.
yes, yes.
Uh, but yeah, this should absolutely. I don't know. I haven't seen Drive My Car yet, but like out of the nominees, since Titan isn't here, this should win international, in my opinion.
Yeah, I
Um,
definitely agree with that.
I have it slightly above Flea personally, though those are very close. But like, I don't know. I can't wait to see Drive My Car, but like I have a hard time believing that will be this, because this is just like a joyous film. Like it's just like it's a celebration of a movie.
Mm,
Um, that like it doesn't take itself too seriously, like in tone, but you
yeah,
get emotionally invested through the characters rather than the narrative, which I think is really, really interesting. And like Renat Reinsva deserves a Best Actress nomination.
yeah, I completely agree with that. I
She's
completely agree with that.
incredible. This is also like her first or second movie. Like she's a newcomer.
Wow.
And she crushed it. Like I she should be getting like breakthrough performance nominations everywhere. Like she is absolutely incredible in this. I mean, yeah, it's like it's just a great movie. It's hard to really talk about it because there's just like I feel like I'm just saying, yeah, this was good and this was good and this was good, but I've very little to criticize. Like I get what you're saying about like it slowing down in the middle. Um, but I feel like that was kind of necessary to get the emotional resonance in the third act. To kind of
Yeah,
I think we needed to slow down and get to know the characters. Otherwise, a couple of I just I don't think there's I won't spoil it, but there's a couple of moments later on that I just don't think would have worked without that middle section. So, and this
yeah.
is people are loving it at Sundance. Like
Mm,
people are absolutely loving it. Like this had the perfect release strategy to come out at Sundance and give everybody like in the US like oh this is actually a great movie because only people at Cannes had seen it before this. And then some critics who got screeners. So like I don't know. I think Worst Person in the World is still number two. I've said this. I know you dropped it off your. I think you're
Yeah,
having it 3 or 4.
yeah, I'd probably put it 4 right now. I just
Yeah.
don't see it winning anymore. I really, really don't. I don't see it winning. Um,
I don't know. I I don't know.
yeah,
I
I mean, I really enjoyed the film. You know, just go watch it. Pretty much, just go watch it. Is what I'll
Yeah,
say.
it's a great movie. It comes out theaters February 4th, so it comes out in theaters in a week. At least in the US. I don't know about other countries.
Believe it's March 25th here.
Okay. Okay. But yeah, like just see this movie, support this movie because it is a great film. Like it's really, really a great film. I hope that Yoshim Troyer like gets his moment at the Academy Awards soon. Like he deserves to win. Like I've been trying to go back and watch through some of his stuff, and he's just been a great filmmaker for like ever. So he really, really deserves his moment. So yeah, it yeah, it's just a really, really beautiful film. I mean, the cinematography is gorgeous, editing's gorgeous. I love all the needle drops in it. Like, there's some great musical moments
Mm,
that again really just like they drive home every piece of the character.
yeah,
There's an amazing scene where a character is like miming like he's listening to music and he's miming like drums and like the editing in that scene alone is just gorgeous. It's like cutting around to everything. Like
yeah.
it's really, really great.
It's
Um,
also a pretty funny film as well. You know.
yeah, it's a
It's,
very funny film. Um, so overall, it's just it's a great film. Everybody needs to go watch it because
indeed.
why wouldn't you? Why? Just watch the movie. We're telling you to go watch it now. Like, well, you
Yeah.
can't help it. Like, watch it.